it's time for some Wisers and very pomegranate flavored, no name drink mix. Alright, I'm at the snowmobile trail now, approaching the campsite. Some tough driving. This is like sheer ice I'm on. You gotta look far ahead. Look for hills, look for sharp corners, because in here I'll lock up the tires. There we go, that's full braking. It is sheer solid ice. Quite narrow. There's quite a few trees down too, because it's blowing 60-70 kilometers an hour a few days ago. There's two trees I had to sort of dismember to get across just at the start of the trail. I haven't seen any more bad ones since then. Oh yeah, I remember this part here. Nice and slow, nice and slow. I'm literally sliding down this hill, just fighting the... There we go. Keep on the... There we go. Right, sweet. That's full braking. Whew, that was exciting. Yeah. Good times. Good times. Whoa. Well, this is a little deeper than I thought. Oh crap. So yeah. Oh boy. I gotta get out of this. Okay, success. Managed to get turned around, yay. It's like a 20-point turn. But I didn't sink into the snow or the water and get stuck. So that's awesome. Now, next big challenge is negotiating everything that I just came down from in the reverse direction, where that ice is going to be impeding my ability to move upwards. Okay, well, I found a nice spot to park. I don't know if this is man-made. Doesn't look like it. The tree doesn't collapse on my truck. Yeah, it's not looking too healthy. Yeah, that does not look too healthy. Alright, tent's all set up. I am starving. It's after midnight, and I didn't really eat anything before I left. It's pretty cold out here. So, there's my camp kitchen site. Almost stuck down there. I got these crabs, quite large. There's a lot of them. So, 1, 2, 3. That could be one. I don't think those are deer. Okay, now, where did I put the camp kitchen at? That's not it. It is. Alright. Might have to navigate back up with my Okay, so east. There we are. A little fire pit in here. This go around should be good. Alright, well, I gotta say I really lucked out this time. Found some pine fatwood. It's quite turpentine-y, so I think this is going to go up really, really fast. It's going to be a nice, easy fire to get going. Yeah, you can see it there. Oh yeah. Whew. So, what we got here is a bed of kindling, topped with a log cabin. And it works reasonably well. I was gonna set down some green wood at the bottom to act as a platform for the fire, but it's sitting on rock mostly, so let's cut into, yeah, this one looks better. Already a split line there. Oh yeah. Whew. Oh, this. Where it always is easy. Okay, yeah, that's gonna go fast. So plant a little birch. Center. Honestly, with this birch, I don't even need that wood. There's a nice section. Whew. Right. Finally, jeez. That was a pain. Oops. Yeah, it's going well now. Yeah, look at that would go. Jeez. That's magic stuff. Well, it took a while to get that tinder up, but I think it's the fastest full fire I started in quite a while. Certainly in the winter. Anyway. Look at that. Alright. Fire's looking pretty good. Wind shifting around on me, of course, as usual. Time for some Wisers and very pomegranate flavored, no name drink mix. Don't know how well that's going to go with blueberry pomegranate. You're going to have to ration. Only brought this little tiny, it's not even a Mickey, I don't know what this is. Or maybe this is a Mickey. Ontario and their funny lingo. Water. thirsty. Whew. Really thirsty. I brought 3 liters, which will certainly get me through tonight. And there's a lake on the other side of the road, down a bit of a hike, so good thing I brought my gear, climbing gear. Alright. Blueberry sour whiskey. Not actually that bad. Cheers. Wonder what would have happened if I tried to make my way through that busted up ice. Little mini lake there. It seemed to be about a foot deep. That wouldn't have been good. Okay. Let's get some hot dogs on. It's not a very good system. These little roasting sticks are the bomb. I'll turn my light out now. There we go. Yeah, it was quite an ordeal getting here. A lot harder than last time, which is ironic because last time there was like 2 feet of snow on the ground. It's been +5 or above for the past like 2 weeks now, so really kind of surprised. All right. I don't think it's ready, but I don't care. It's ready enough. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, this whiskey, whiskey seems to be working pretty well. Glad I brought that. Not sure how I feel about the whole rationing thing though. Huh. 152. Well, I'm thinking it's about time to turn in. Alright, back in the tent. And now I get to fire up a new piece of gear, literally. It's the Covea Handy Sun, which just screws onto your standard isobutane canister. It's a catalytic converter, so it produces very little carbon monoxide, which is nice. I don't know if you'd call it safe, but it's certainly safer than running an open flame stove, so there we go. Face the camera here. Put the valve. Well, that's not good. Okay, the piezoelectric ignition seems to have stopped working. Well, that sucks. Well, that really sucks. Okay, where's my lighter? Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, well, they're just running. The piezoelectric ignition appears to be non-functional, which is quite irritating. Needless to say, there is no warranty on this device. However, it is working, and there is a lot of heat going off of this right now. Yeah, it's a good like 15-20 degrees Celsius in here right now. I mean, that's pretty awesome for the middle of winter. Can't complain.
Good morning, everyone. That wasn't great sleep. Not gonna lie. It was windy. Man, it was windy. Holy crap. It was snowing all night. So what would happen is, it was like wet snow. It would build up on the top of the tent. And usually while I was sleeping, it stood up just fine, but the tent would start blowing in the wind, and then sheets of the snow would just slide down and off the tent and made its loudest noise. It's like yeah. Yeah, you can really hear that wind even still right now. And it's died down. This thing start working. Piece of ignition. Come on, come on, come on. Oh yeah. It has resuscitated itself. Sweet. Why it wasn't working last night. Power station here. Turns out it's not working so well. It kept resetting every time I plugged in all my devices to charge up. And it wouldn't run the air pump to inflate the thermarest, so that's not cool. Yes, heat. Well, I slept in. After I took that last video, I woke up around, I don't know, 10 or something like that. Fell back asleep and woke up at like 2:30. Yeah. I didn't sleep well at all, so. And now, I need some breakfast. And I need some coffee. For the love of God, I need some coffee. Tell ya, birch bark here is plentiful, but really hard to light. I don't know why. There we go. I mean, once it goes, but... Alright, making coffee. At like 4 in the afternoon. There's not a scratch on my bare vault, so... No action out here last night. Stove's in here somewhere. So this is my new Toaks titanium 900 milliliter, something like that. No, 1350. Ooh. And I got it specifically because my bowls and the rest of my gear nest nicely into it. I'm not a big fan of nesting butane in the pot, so I usually bring 2 smaller canisters just in case one runs out, because I don't buy a new canister each time I go out, and you can never really tell how much fuel, well, without weighing it, but you know, even if it's marginal, you can't refill it obviously, so I usually bring 2, so what's the point in trying to nest one of them? I just carry them outside my pack and then fill this with my cutlery and stove and all that kind of stuff. Works pretty well. And that wind. Kind of a scary place here. It's beautiful, but this forest is not mostly, but see, a lot of it is dead, right? So, being here on a windy day, or sleeping in a tent on a windy night, it's kind of a little bit sketch. Okay, so for coffee, I didn't rinse this. Probably should have washed that. Right. What are we at? 600. Okay, I'll do 200. That's pretty good. haven't used this. Ow. I haven't used this stove in, oh god, 2 years maybe. I almost always just do this over the fire. I kind of ruined my Primus Ada, what do they call it, Flux ring is a great name, heat exchanger pot. It's got heat exchanger fins at the bottom, and I knew better, but I used it over the fire a couple times just because that's all I had. Gunked them up really nicely, so baking soda and I can't remember the formula anyways, but made of some detergent that helped, but you know, you can't really scrub those heat fins because they're kind of concealed. Alright, so for coffee, what do we got? We got VO1 Pike Roast. Why don't I have one of those air presses or whatever they're called? It's too much work. Don't care. I just need my caffeine. Maybe if I was in a group. Oh, although that's a special treat myself I brought. Coffee Mate sweetener. I drink black coffee, but decided to drink some candy coffee instead. Okay, so it's almost 4. It's 15:27. It's almost 1600. 15:27, 3:27. I need to go make some more water. Down to about just over a liter now. It's coffee. And I'm gonna fly the drone tonight, get some shots, because I can recharge it in the tent tonight. Tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful. Sunny. But, fly both days, why not, right? Alright, so we'll go with that much green. Yeah. One thing I will say is it's really thin titanium. Sure doesn't transfer heat very well. It's got zero thermal mass. See there, just where the flame is, the bottom of the pot, there's like a ring of boiling water and nothing on the edges. I mean, you're paying for cooking, but if the water too hot, you'll drink coffee. It's really good though. I'm going to fuel the fire again here pretty soon. Ooh, that's hot. Could have used slightly thicker handle guards. I'm honest. Like that's just way easier than using a AeroPress. Best part about that titanium pot, you can use titanium spoons in it, not worrying about scratching the nonstick. Yeah. I desperately wanted a coffee when I woke up this morning at 10 or whatever it was. I didn't sleep more than probably 2 hours, so I was tired. Man, I was tired. I just couldn't work up the nerve to actually get up, come down here. If I had a stove, if I had brought my stove back with me to the tent, I would have made some, but it's warm enough up here right now that in theory some animals are coming out of hibernation, so probably days of coffee in the tent are done until the fall, or winter. Done until the winter. Sun came out. How about that? seems like there's a threshold every time I do this. The first night, I always get here at night, always, because I'm always leaving on a Friday night. Or a Thursday night if it's a long weekend. Whatever. After work, head out, and the first night is pretty miserable because you're driving, you're tired from a week of work, and you gotta get your tent set up, make your fire. The first fire is always the biggest pain. You got no ash bed or anything like that, especially in the winter. And if it's a new area like this is, you don't know what burns well, like where to find the best wood and tinder and things like that. So it can take a while. Of course, if it's a real pain, it's real cold, then I'll just use cotton balls. Gotta play bushcraft, right? Anyway, so the first night sleeping anywhere new, for me personally, I don't know if it's like that for everyone else, but sleeping somewhere new the first night is always tough. Just wake up frequently. Body's like, wait, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I will say, holy crap, that Xtherm NeoAir Thermarest. Let's try it the other way around. The Thermarest NeoAir Xtherm large that I got. That thing's kind of dangerous, actually, to be honest. It's so comfortable, you can't get up. Like, I'm not just saying that. It was $300, but $300 well spent. I had the reactor, Mech Reactor 3.8 before that, which was also great. It was excellent, very comfortable, but just no good in anything under about anything under 0, to be honest, unless you line it with a second sleeping bag. You just lose all kinds of heat. But yeah, the Thermarest, it's more comfortable than my mattress at home. I mean, it's amazing. So yeah, so the first night, usually pretty miserable. And then first morning, pretty miserable too, because that's your first time in a while, right? In weeks or months or whatever, waking up to cold. Slept like crap, tired from the day before. Don't usually sleep in that bad, but you know. And then sometime around, now 4 or 5 o'clock, you know, you've had something to eat, you've had your coffee, or you're on your second coffee, or whatever. Hey, sun's coming up, you know, that kind of thing. Now this feels good. It's so funny to see everything during the day for the first time. You know, after you arrive at night. I had a sort of an idea of what this place looked like, but you know, with only a cone of light directly in front of you, it's pretty hard to tell how the various areas that you remember are connected. Okay, let's get that drone up.